just happened? What
Sheriff?
the?
What the hell?
Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake 2. Since we last played... Oh, hi. So, since we last played, we just started our murder investigation.
How much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know.
Can I interact with him? You definitely had way too much caffeine in you.
Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get it in Coffee World.
Yeah, I love coffee too, so.
Get it now.
Alright, let's get going.
Oh dear. Cute.
Oh, there, I see the sheriff.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright
Sure
Falls.
is.
It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson.
You
This is
never
Agent
have enough
Alex
coffee.
Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just
Yeah, let
inside
me
having
decide that
coffee
for
to calm
myself.
their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people
Alright,
besides
so
victims
this is
go
who I am speaking with.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Yeah, let's start with what you saw.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
That's exactly what it is,
Then we
probably.
bolted and called the cops.
And why do you think it
What
was a
makes you
cult?
say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Did you guys see that?
What were you doing at Cogent Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist,
And
Alan Wake.
you
What's
saw a
missing
true
there?
crime.
I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Nobody said it wasn't. I'm just trying to find out what happened. Let's go to our mind place. Case board. Yep, let's put that up. Let's put it there.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Okay. Case board. What do we have? Cases. The cult of the tree.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down. Doesn't make sense.
What kind of cult? Deer mask cult. And it doesn't go there. Okay. About here. Nope. Here. Where does this go? There we go. Symbols. Some more. Previous murders.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Me too. It's my first cult case as well. Let's put that one there. And let's go to profiling.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
She's not... We gotta get that from her.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
Okay. I think that's all there is to it for now. Let's keep going. Yeah. Where is the necklace?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Yeah, next time, don't keep any evidence. Or I will charge you.
This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
Who's that?
I
Is
thought
that
we'd
your old
never
friend?
see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter.
What is she talking about?
So weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
This is getting really weird now.
You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Okay, that was very odd. Let's ask her more questions.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Something about her is off. Alright.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day.
Wouldn't that be a twist?
Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that
Some
waitress
friendly
from the
neighbors.
diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
I didn't, but that was very odd.
Hey, boss.
Creepy, you could say.
Downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support,
Will do.
Sheriff.
Hey,
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Yep, neither can I. It's in here. Right.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues
This
can the body
very
give me?
gross.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that? Defensive
And
wounds.
put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a tattoo guy.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Alright, let's go to the case board.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Yes.
Ritual writing. Cause of death is chest ripped open, something visibly inside.
Doesn't make sense.
Put that one there.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Probably dead. Okay. Cult of the Tree. No. Okay. It's the symbol. Let's see what's inside.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case.
I feel like I've seen that guy in a lot of video games recently. Also in a bunch of TV shows. It's very familiar. What's going on?
No, wait.
What just happened? What
Sheriff?
What the hell?
What just happened? How are you alive? You're definitely not a human anymore.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Alright, you're definitely creepy. Stay in the light, okay. You are the wedge.
He can't see me in the light.
It's really interesting.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable.
Go!
What is going on here? End of chapter. Okay.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do
Asking
anything
the same
about
questions.
it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Alright, let's check out the pages.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a Taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
Okay. Nope, not that one. Talk to Casey. Alright, we were attacked by a
Right
dead
before
man.
things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Sounds like something a
Looks
cult
to me like the
would be
cult
able to
of the
do.
tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future? There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Okay. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Let's get out of this case board.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Alright. Is this whole place gone dark now?
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Alright. Let's go back to our car.
Right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
It's this way.
Yeah, right. Well, that's crazy.
Okay, it's still daylight outside.
They're a fine pair.
My client has been held here long enough.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually yell at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Mayor Settler won't roll over on the issues. Okay, let's go back to the car.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer.
Alan Wake. Yes, I knew it.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books.
You all are in Alan Wake's
In their
book
heads,
right
they were
now.
performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Back to the lake. The heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
It's getting dark. That's never a good sign.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Taking a leak? Or no?
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted
Hello.
area signs.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Now, how's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
Alright, that's good to know.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station.
Satellite machine.
The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Is this your dude trying to hit on her?
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
Okay. We'll just check inside here. Oh, ready. Let's get going.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know what. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Let's see, there's something here.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Is there a track? Yep.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
And hopefully there's nothing jumps out at me. Did he go back into the lake? Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. Hey. Where is this? I went this way.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Into the water.
I can feel something.
That scared the crap out of me a little.
Nightingale isn't far.
Writing of the ritual. Okay. I think that's all of them. Telling me to go back to the mine. And there's something here profiling.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
Okay. Keep going to the water. See it. Something here.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Whoa.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Alright, let's go to the hut. Can't go this way. That's a dead end. Just came from this way.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson.
I think I saw somebody run.
Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
I'll take fuse.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
The fuse in. Oh, which is high, has light. Okay, let's save it here. Alright, with that, I think we're gonna cut it here for this episode.
Making progress.
Yeah, we are making progress, and yeah, really curious to see where this goes from here. Getting a little spooky now, so but yeah, the story's getting more intriguing now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you I'll see you on to the next one.